Consecration is the solemn dedication to a special purpose or service, usually religious. The word consecration literally means association with the sacred. Persons, places, or things can be consecrated, and the term is used in various ways by different groups. A synonym for to consecrate is to sanctify. An antonym is to desecrate. Christianity, Roman Catholic Church. Consecration is used in the Catholic Church as the setting apart for the service of God of both persons and objects. Ordination of bishops. The ordination of a new bishop is also called a consecration. While the term episcopal ordination is now more common, consecration was the preferred term in the centuries immediately preceding the Second Vatican Council. The Vatican II document Constitution on the Sacred Liturgy N. 76 states. Both the ceremonies and texts of the ordination rites are to be revised. The address given by the bishop at the beginning of each ordination or consecration may be in the mother tongue. When a bishop is consecrated, the laying of hands may be done by all the bishops present. The English text of Catechism of the Catholic Church, 2nd edition, 1997, under the heading Episcopal Ordination Fullness of the Sacrament of Holy Orders, uses episcopal consecration as a synonymous term, using episcopal ordination and episcopal consecration interchangeably. The Code of Canon Law Latin-English edition under title Viaduct Orders uses the term sacred ordination as minister of sacred ordination, and the term consecration episcopal consecration. Consecrated life. The life of those who enter religious institutes and similar institutes is also described as consecrated life. A rite of consecration of virgins can be traced back at least to the 4th century. By the time of the Second Vatican Council, use of this rite was limited to cloistered nuns. The Council directed that the then existing rite should be revised. 2 similar versions were prepared, one for women living in monastic orders, another for consecrated virgins living in the world. An English translation of the rite for those living in the world is available on the website of the United States Association of Consecrated Virgins. Churches, altars, and other ritual objects. Chrism, used as anointing oil, is olive oil consecrated by a bishop. Objects such as patens and chalices, used for the sacrament of the Eucharist, also used to be consecrated by a bishop, using chrism. A more solemn rite exists for what used to be called the consecration of an altar, either of the altar alone or as the central part of the rite for a church. The rite is now called the dedication. Since it would be contradictory to dedicate to the service of God a mortgage-burdened building, the rite of dedication of a church is carried out only if the building is debt-free. Otherwise, it is only blessed. Eucharist. A very special act of consecration is that of the bread and wine used in the Eucharist, which according to Catholic belief involves their change into the body and blood of Christ, a change referred to as transubstantiation. To consecrate the bread and wine, the priest speaks the words of institution. Eastern Churches. In the Eastern Orthodox Churches and the Eastern Catholic Churches, the term consecration can refer to either the sacred mystery of cheritonia of a bishop, or the sanctification and solemn dedication of a church building. It can also be used to describe the change of the bread and wine into the body and blood of Christ at the Divine Liturgy. The chrism used at chrismation and the antonym placed on the Holy Table are also said to be consecrated. Various churches, church buildings, chapels and altars are consecrated to the purpose of religious worship. Baptismal fonts and vessels are consecrated for the purpose of containing the Eucharistic elements, the bread and wine, the body and blood of Christ. A person may be consecrated for a specific role within a religious hierarchy, or a person may consecrate his or her life in an act of devotion. In particular, the ordination of a bishop is often called a consecration. In churches that follow the doctrine of apostolic succession, the bishops who consecrate a new bishop are known as the consecrators and form an unbroken line of succession back to the apostles. Those who take the vows of religious life are said to be living a consecrated life. Among some religious groups there is a service of deconsecration, to return a formerly consecrated place to secular purpose. In the Church of England, an order closing a church may remove the legal effects of consecration. Hinduism. In most South Indian Hindu temples around the world, Kumabhisakam, or the temple's consecration ceremony, is done once every 12 years. It is usually done to purify the temple after a renovation or simply done to renew the purity of the temple. Hindus flock to witness this event on the consecration date, as it is believed that witnessing it gives a good soul 1000 punya, or good karma. See also, consecrated virgin, cornerstone, dedication, nazirat, vow, notes. Bibliography, Service Book of the Holy Orthodox Catholic Apostolic Church, Isabel F. Apgood 1975. Orthodox Dogmatic Theology, A Concise Exposition, Protopresbyter Michael Pomazornsky 1984. The Law of God, Archpriest Seraphim Slobodskoy 1996. External links, Consecration article in Catholic Encyclopedia, Consecration of an Orthodox Church, 6 pages of photos, Serbian Orthodox Church, photos of consecration of altar and antimons in the Russian Orthodox Church, the sanctification of Holy Chrism by the Ecumenical Patriarchate, Virginity article in Catholic Encyclopedia discussing consecration of a virgin, Kumabhisakam by the Modern International Hindu Agamic Cultural Organization.